I say I jump away. Now what you did for me, I jump away. They will see it. I say they will, yeah. So you forced to let me. You not let me say you forced to let me. You forced to let me. You not let me say you forced to let me. Jehovah bless you, no man can curse you. When Jehovah bless you, no man can curse you. When I can go here with you, and when I feel it, it will hurt. When I need it, it will ju. All I do was win. All I do was win. Born to win. I say I was born to win. Born to win. I say you was born to win, yeah. All I do was win. All I do was win. I say I jump away. Now all you did for me, I jump away. I say I jump away. Now all you did for me, I jump away. I say I jump away. I say your time, now your time, nobody can stop it. I say your time, now your time, nobody can stop it. They can do what they do, and they can talk all they talk. They can do what they do. Hey, turn the fire the person, Holy Ghost fire the person. Turn the fire the
Uncle Sanders, who's going to be up here. Going once. Let's get this party started. Thank you for deciding to be here. Let's give a round of applause. I guess you can say that the diva right now, Steve Brennan. All right, so I'm going to hand over this microphone to this young woman. What kind of that?
Dress up Brooks. Huh? Dress up Brooks.
¿Miren?
Dress up Brooks.
Dress up Brooks.
Days left. That's how we welcome. Good evening. Good evening. Oh, come on, there's a room full of people here. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Fun Times Magazine's release party, where tonight we are going to honor two special groups. The 30 young people under the age of 30, some of whom I know personally, and are doing amazing things in Philadelphia and beyond. And of course, Upper Darby Township. Give yourselves a hand. Before we get started, I'm going to have Mayor McCosey come up and introduce what I call the you know, the people in this room that I don't even know who you are, most of you, so I'm going to let them do their job, Mayor.
Thank you. So our VIPs from Upper Darby Township, our elected officials and beyond. Because I'm Mayor McCosey, I welcome you here at the Upper Darby Drexelbrook facility. I want to thank Drexelbrook for hosting us here this evening. We have Don Bennett, our President of Council, Pat Spellman, Councilman at Large, Jack Breland, Councilman at Large, Barbara Ann Keffer, Councilwoman at Large, Bob Gwynn, the 5th District Councilman, Laura Wentz, Councilwoman at Large, and Rick Nolan, our Township Secretary. State. Stand up. So we move over to the stand up. At the state level, we have former state representative Nick McCosey in the room. There was senior member of the House, Mark Davison. We have our newest state representative, Mike Saban. At the court level, we're honored to have Kelly McCosey, District Court, Chris Maddox, and the Stewart District Justice, Herb Cletus. We also have our treasurer, Scott Alberts, with us. We're honored to have some school board members. We have Rachel Mitchell, the president of the Upper Darby School Board. Colin Fields, school board member. Celia Curry. Thank you for coming. And also have three of my departments here. We have Mike Chibwood, the Superintendent of Police, Jim Maloney, our Health Director, and Jeff Gentile, our Director of License Inspection.
So I want to tell you how important this night was for me. I was supposed to be on a plane, I'm sorry, a train, Lord my brain. That's all I have to say. So I ended up canceling it because I really wanted to be the one here to talk about this honor that is Upper Darby Township. And so I ended up writing this, good versus great. Good leaders know how to serve with humility. Great leaders actually do it. Good leaders will make mistakes. Great leaders will sit at the table to find solutions from those mistakes. Good leaders will work with people who love and support them. Great leaders will sit at the table with people who do not like or appreciate them for the good and common decency of a decent model that may be working and hold tightly to it, but a great leader is one that is willing to see good and work to make it great. This and so much more is what I found when first asked to do some scoping around and training in one of the single most diverse towns in the country. Give yourselves a hand for that. If this town had decent leadership, it would look at the diversity and largely ignore it. Great leadership is here, however, and I have personally watched this town, headed by Mayor Tom McCosey, work to learn from those diverse groups, understood that they were assets, not hindrances, and so ended up being saluted by the premier magazine of all things across the diaspora, Fun Times magazine. Well earned indeed. So many people will now read about and see what is happening in this town. The world will know. You each did your parts, great or small, that show the vibrancy of this community and that is often in the shadows. Congratulations to you all. Fun Times magazine has been around since 1992. It was formed in Liberia by Eric, who we'll talk to a little bit later on. But what I have found after, this is my third release party that I'm hosting on behalf of Fun Times. With this magazine, once you get a copy of it, you'll see that they cover so many things across the diaspora that it's like reading 3 Essence magazines in one. That is how fully loaded it is and how much information it carries for all of us. So when I got the phone call 5 weeks ago that Upper Darby was being highlighted, I literally jumped, because when I came here a few years ago with my business partner and we started talking to Mayor McCosey about what was so good and right here, we realized that there was so much that was not being talked about. I did not nominate you. I didn't even know you were being nominated. But I knew once you got nominated and they were covering you as a township that I had to come back. All that is right in this place. I want to thank you. Thank you, because you have been an example for so many other towns who are not quite as diverse. There are 4 in the country that are more diverse than you are. You're the premier leader in a place where diversity is considered an asset, not a hindrance. And so, it is my honor to call up Mayor Tom McCosey on behalf of Upper Darby Township. I would like Eric and Portia to come up, please. Tamara. Mayor McCosey, Fun Times magazine was trying to figure out what to do for you as the leader of this township. And they thought about it, they came up with something fantastic, and so now I'm going to not only thank you on behalf of Fun Times magazine, but allow Eric and Portia to do something.
Wow. This is for you. Tell them what that is. I'll wear it. Well, I'll wear it when I'm. You have to tell them what it is.
I was asked by Fun Times Magazine founder and chief executive officer to join tonight in the gowning of our honorable mayor. And some might say or ask, what is this? What is this tradition? In every part of Africa, just about, when an individual is gowned, it is one of the highest honor that is bestowed upon the townspeople from the community. And in gowning, we say, thank you. We welcome you. We say we are not making you an honorable member of our community. I just have become an honorable chief of that. And if I was in discussion, ascribe to the honorable mayor the name of Chief Yofi from the Bayet district in Lufak County, right? So, here, Chief Yofi, that's my name. It's not Fun Times. I just want to add so that you see the significance of that. I just happen to be connected to the Bayet district because my husband is, and his father and father's fathers were all chiefs, going all the way back to the Kingdom of Mali. So that is the significance. Sometimes I will ask that you ascribe or prescribe on him or bestowed, if I may say. And so, Honorable Mayor, we are about to do that. And we welcome you to the Fun Times community, representing African and Caribbeans of the diaspora. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Look at that.
Here you go. Can I say a few words?
Yes, yes. We gotta make sure we put this on. You gotta put your hat on, Mr. Mayor.
You got a hat too? I got a hat too.
Yeah, all of it.
This is good.
And I have to give you your award before you finish your work, so let me give you your award.
I've never seen Tom Judge so happy to take a picture in all my life.
Eric, come from him.
Do I get it?
Eric,
There you go.
we're gonna pull your hair a little bit. Bear with us.
There you go.
Hey.
Got it? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Eric?
So before he says a few words, let me hand this to him so that you know what we're giving him this award for. Fun Times is proud to honor Mayor Tom McCosey with the Transformational Leadership Award, honored on this day, February 7th, 2019. Details published in the January-February 2019 edition of Fun Times magazine. Get that magazine, y'all. All of you are in it. I've never seen so many people from Upper Darby in one spread in all my life. But thank you. Thank you for walking around here and being the people's mayor. That's what I call him. I've gone through many doors with this man. He's allowed me free access to this entire township, and what I saw was what I got. He never tried to hold back or to make things not known. He was very transparent and then became transformative, which is a beautiful thing indeed. So on behalf of Fun Times Magazine, we honor you with this award. Thank you.
You want to say something?
No, you can shoot.
Okay. You want? You want to?
Well, I want to thank all of you for being here. I want to thank the mayor for the honor of this opportunity to actually what he's doing. But this evening is to all of you who have made time to come. I want to grow awards and call him the people's mayor. I think that is the most. I was touched when we had this event last year, December. We had it at the City Council chambers in Philadelphia. And the mayor of City of Philadelphia was there, Jim Kenny. And this my young lady called him the people's mayor in the council chambers in Philadelphia, with Jim Kenny in the audience, and I said, what else can I say? So you are the people's mayor.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Eric. Andrew, Portia, Eric, it's a great honor. I know what the significance of the chief is. I was a chief in the fire department. But to be a chief from your hometown and to be recognized like that is truly humbling. I knew what it was because on International Festival Day, they dressed me up, but then they took it back. But now I get to keep my own. So, hun, we're going to wear it. But truthfully, Upper Darby is a great place, whether it's the political culture, the culture throughout the communities, the different ethnic groups. I believe, and when I was interviewed, I believe, we're all together as one, no matter what neighborhoods we are, no matter what beliefs we have, no matter what arguments or discussions or whatever it is. I've never been in one that's been so tension-oriented that we couldn't come together and go forward, no matter what the topic was. And I thank Margot for that. I know we've had some heated debates, but at the end of the day, I think we learned a little bit from the representatives, the same mold I came from, and at the end of the day, it's about the people. And I try to do that each and every day, and I think the people in this room, whether you come from here or you're from outside, the one thing that we do not have in this town is ethnic troubles. You can get on any street, you may have 15 countries on the street, and the kids are playing stickball. They're taught in our schools, they're in our firehouses, they're in our police department, they're on our rec programs, and there's nothing better to have a community that comes together. No matter where you're at, you have crisis, but if we have crisis, no matter where you're at, it's a phone call away, whether it's an elected official, whether we're there to make sure that our people, and that's what it's about. The rest of this, the rhetoric on the news and all that, to learn about what it takes to run a community. Thank you. And I have to thank somebody that's, you know, this year. Still by my side. She's the one that keeps, she's the rock that keeps me going. Of course, my mom and dad, I'm blessed to have my dad with me, to have good advice whenever sometimes the chips are down in this job and you give a call and he's always ready to sit down and talk. Of course, my mom. Hold on. My sister Kelly, who's a justice, I'm proud of her. She's the baby in the family. I also have an older sister that's in Ohio, and I have 6 grandchildren. 2 daughters all live in the township. My entire family, I can happily say, lives in Upper Darby Township and cares about Upper Darby Township. So I could think of no better honor, and let's get this party started. How's that?
Thank you. There are going to be some family photos down here with the group. If you live in Upper Darby Township right now, stand up, please. Please give them a hand. This was a combination of all their work, all their efforts, and they've done it. Come on, you can do better than that. Thank you. All right, so while the pictures are being taken, we're going to take a short 2-minute, and I mean 2 minutes. If you can't go to the bathroom in 2 minutes or less, don't move. We're going to transfer over to the 30 under 30. Now with Eric Grimes. Where is he? Come on, Eric. Come on.
We're going to ask in a 2-minute period that we bring our 30 under 30 to the front. Enjoy your 2 minutes now. The clock is ticking, starting now. Get up, shake somebody's hand. Let's bring some celebratory spirit into the room. Continue our festive.
Mr. Eric, the flowers are for the ladies.
For the who? Well, they like flowers. Can you do me a favor?
The birds are in brown.
All right. Can you put them back there, and I'll get them? And I need to know what time it is.
You need to help me.
I need. Come on now. 6:45. Where are the rest of them? You don't get to know everyone because we'll have a couple more times to break. But please, just go say hi to 2 or 3 people you don't already know. You don't by any chance know who is? Okay, you don't by any chance know who is or isn't here?
Right now, I can't give you an idea of who is here.
You can't or you
I
can?
can.
All right. Or do you just want me to go down the list? Yo, what's up, man? Right now, yeah. All right, put.
You said put some
Put them back there. I'll figure it out. What's up, doctor? How you doing, man? Good to see you. What brings you by? You were at 30 under 30 honoree.
No, I was last
You know, I said you were. I
Yeah,
remember
so
now.
my
So
man
you-
got it this year, though.
All right. Who's your man? I know it here. Where are you all going to do your pictures so I can give people clear instructions about how the best to do this?
So fun time pictures.
There he is over there.
So they'll get the award and you want them to meet you all over there for the picture. Is that
Right.
how we want to
So,
do it? All right.
Yeah, before this thing, we do have a video of
All right.
the 30.
So let's do it now because I have 40 minutes.
Okay, so what's the time? Is it 7 already? Oh, okay.
10 minutes too.
So I'm gonna go get the last frame, and then I'll bring a pen to tell you. So the ones that are here.
Okay.
So
I'll wait for you.
1, 2.
I'm on your clock.
Hey, it's Brother Morris. I don't know if he's on here or not. I don't know if you see him, but here he is, number 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no heat here.
You said what? Oh, we didn't get certificates last year or something.
You didn't get certificates?
No, not those. No, we didn't get those.
You got certificates, man. You whining. Because y'all came up and got them and held something up and took pictures, man.
Nah.
Stop changing reality, brother.
Nah, no. I'm not changing reality. But we did not know
Pigs and
clearly. We were. And then I'm kind of upset about that.
uh-oh.
Dang.
I'm sure if you go let them know, they'll give you one, though.
I'm sure.
Because they gave out ones every time afterwards.
Well, yeah, this is the only one after, isn't it?
I mean,
anyways, enough of that. What's up with you, though,
other
man?
award after.
Everything good with you?
Everything's good, man. I can't complain.
Okay.
Trying to
I
make
gave you
it
a ring
happen.
because I thought you might be hosting this again.
Oh,
and I
really?
figured,
I didn't see that win today.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I figured you might be here, but I'm like, get my man up.
Yeah, I'm out here until 7:30, man. Then I'm out here. I got a meeting to go to. So, I've never been there before.
Step into your
Let's see, brother. How's everything?
everything good. You're speaking highly of you.
I think all of them are here.
I'm about to roll with you, though, bro.
All the ones you checked or all the ones on the list?
All the ones that are on the list. I'm not seeing this person right now.
All right.
And I'm not seeing this person right now, but the rest, and this person, but the rest I see.
I'm going to ask for her help. I know she cheats on that. So I'm going to ask you and Eric, or Eric will stay over there. We'll hand them the thing. They'll say their words. They don't get to speak a lot, right?
No, because the video, so they just say some thank you. And
Okay.
The video tells us a little bit about them. So
And they meet over. So let Eric know he needs to be over there for the picture.
Alright.
So we can do this quickly.
Okay. So.
All right, everyone. I'm going to ask that you find your seat so we can begin. I'm going to ask Ms. Andrea if she could come assist me as we hand out these awards, unless she's leaving. I'm going to ask Eric if he could stay over there. We're going to send people over there for their pictures.
Where am I doing this?
I'm going to ask them to come up this way. So you can hand the plaque, get the first click, and then they go over there. We can walk them over.
Okay. Is this water for us?
Again, as a reminder, our program this evening is being broadcast live by digital media outlets through Liberian Radio for the Sharing Development Foundation. Good evening once again, everyone. This is our 30 Under 30 segment of our January-February 2019 release party for Fun Times Magazine. Thank you all for being here. Young people. Under 30 young people who are doing positive things throughout the Philadelphia, Upper Darby, Delaware Valley region. Fun Times annually honors what we call our 30 Under 30 young people doing powerful things. So we're going to ask, as we call these young people forward, that you really affirm them, give them a sense of support and appreciation for the work that they're putting in to not only further themselves, but also to better their communities in many ways. What we're going to do is we're going to start out with a brief video. I'll let you know when. And then when we do our award ceremony, I'm going to ask if I call your name. Number one, if I mess your name up, tell me when you get up here and I'll repronounce it. Andrea will hand you your award. And then we're going to ask that you walk over so that you can have your picture taken with Eric and some of the other people from Fun Times Magazine. You will be introduced to many of our young people through the video. We're going to ask that as each person receives their award, if you want to take about 30 seconds, no more than 45, to say thank you, shout out. I know some people who are family with them and you want to shout them out. But I'm telling you, I will do the exit stage right after about 40 seconds. I see this pretty smile. I am a nice guy, so I will do it nicely, but I will do it. Are we ready to begin? I can I act like I see? Can I act like I hear about 150 people, 200 people? Thank you. That's much better. Eric drugged me out my bed for this, so I need to make it happen. It's amazing. I'm in Upper Darby. I look out and I feel like I'm at a United Nations meeting. It's really powerful. And then we're eating Philadelphia soft pretzels. I mean, I was expecting food from across the globe. And I'm getting a Philly homeschool mustard pretzel, but it's all good. We're gonna make it work. All right, that's my one joke for today. Y'all might not like it. All right, let's begin. I'm going to do this randomly. It will not be in alphabetical order, so you never know when your name will be called. So I'm just going to ask that you come forward. 30 under 30. Let's begin our festivities with honoring, and just for the record, 2019, brown is for females. Females will also receive a bouquet that's hiding under this podium. Bruhs, all y'all get is a handshake. Let's give it up and recognize Eve Ellie. Eve Ellie.
Good evening. My name is actually Inez Chimangariso, but I'm accepting this on behalf of Eve Ellie, who is a really good friend of mine. She also is the strategy and growth for my company. It's Deeper Than Travel. She's unfortunately out of the state today, but she wanted me to say this for her. So I will read what she sent me. It says, the question was given to the nominees of Front Times Magazine, and I love it. Of the African diaspora mean to you? And being a part of the African diaspora means working relentlessly to create and nurture space that will enable our community to unify, live, and live gloriously. We have made great strides towards empowering ourselves and celebrating our greatness in a way we deserve. That said, there is much healing we need. As I continue to learn about the African diaspora, I realize that there is a need for us to unite in the simplest of ways in order to achieve feats that on our own, we do not have the imagination to manifest. Today, right now, as we move on, let's take opportunities to lean into each other, be specific and intentional in how we move in our businesses and the African diaspora, we are meant to prosper. Again, thank you to Fun Times Magazine for awarding me this honor. Congratulations to all the nominees. There's a proverb from back home that says, "Min P I Pailu," and I'm sure I'm saying that completely wrong. Translates, make the lighter load. If you need support, feel free to connect with me at www.eveofstrategy.com, and let's get to work. Thank you.
All right. It's funny, now I just realized why people don't really listen to myself. I did say we were going to start with the video, and then I went right into the awards. So thank you, Doyin, for letting me know that I need to listen to myself better. So what we'll do is we'll take a break right now, and I want you to pay attention to this beautiful screen up front. Honor our 30 under 30.
My way of contributing to my community is donating 5K a year to raise awareness and raise funds for support food Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. This all began because I was inspired by my own health journey, being that I was born with civil services and was eventually cured in summer of 2011 via bone marrow transplant, and my little brother was my donor. So being that I was surrounded by a lot of different my friends, my medical support team, I'm forever blessed and grateful. So a way for me to give back to the community that needs me, and I hope that by doing this, I'm able to inspire somebody who's going through the same thing that I once did, and give them the ability to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I hope that my walks are an effective way to be an active member of my community.
Hey everyone, my name is Gary Johnson. I am a purpose-driven entrepreneur. Somebody who really enjoys going out into the world, identifying problems, people, and using my creativity to to attempt to solve those problems for people who absolutely need that help. And I've traveled all across the country learning from individuals who are using entrepreneurship and technology to be able to do just that, to truly change the world and change their communities through entrepreneurship and through problem solving. And I get a lot of enjoyment out of being able to create opportunities for people in our community to be able to do the same thing, for them to be able to tap into their creativity and get the resources that they need to also be entrepreneurs who can create value and solve problems for others. And with that, I'm just excited to be here tonight. So thank you.
Owner of Two Times the Service. Two Times the Service is a multifaceted brand that specializes in communications, media operations, marketing, branding, literally everything. We're your one-stop shop to better building your business. We are here to help millennials, creatives, entrepreneurs, anybody that needs assistance in putting their best foot forward to get things done. If you need a resume made, we do that. If you need contracts made, we do that. Logos, we do that. Literally everything, and you'll get exactly what our name is. Two Times the Service. I would like to take this time to thank Fun Times Magazine for nominating us for 30 Under 30 because we're definitely going to prove you guys right. We're definitely a company to watch this year. We have so many fun things coming up, and we just hope to have you guys involved. And thank you so much for this opportunity. Make sure you guys follow Two Times the Service on all social media platforms at 2X the Service. Hit those buttons right now. Don't forget. Thank you guys again. We appreciate it.
My name is Ernest Owens. I'm a award-winning journalist and CEO of Lrtn Is LLC. I do a lot of work in covering issues that a lot of people turn their eye to. It's really important for me to be an advocate for Black journalists and for the media landscape. Being the vice president of print for KBJ has really done a lot. I love the Philadelphia Association of Black Journalists, and I'm happy to be a part of this esteemed list of so many people under 30 that are doing incredible things, especially Black people, especially Black youth. I love the work that I do in the community, from being on the board of Philly Camp, to being part of the Pen Pencil Club, to being a part of Philadelphia Magazine, where I'm really shedding light on a lot of issues impacting marginalized people. I really want to get people active to know how to vote. I'm an advocate for diversity and inclusion, and as an LGBTQ journalist as well, it's important for us to talk about intersectionality in our communities. So thank you so much, Fun Times, for this honor, and I'm very humbled to accept it.
Hello everyone, I am Sequoia Freeman and I am a multimedia digital content producer. So currently I am a communications specialist for the school district of Philadelphia, where I produce digital content, I film, I'm a photographer there, the social media manager, I make animations, just a whole bunch of cool stuff. I'm also the social media director for Victory Church Philadelphia, and I make YouTube videos every now and then, so I have a YouTube channel. My background, I have a master's in multimedia journalism, and with that degree, I have been able to take so many different paths within the media field. I worked in radio, television news, film industry. I produced many different media pieces, including my thesis on Black women living with HIV in Virginia, and that was titled Our Epidemic. I directed and produced a piece for Colonial Williamsburg about Christianity and slavery. That's on their website. So I've just done many different things in my career, but I am super stoked, super excited to be on this list of 30 under 30 people to watch. Fun Times Magazine. It's just super cool to be honored. I've had so many ups and downs in my career, so this is just cool to be on the list with other cool people, just living out their passions, their gifts that God has given them, and just being dope. So thank you so much for this honor. I'm super excited, and thank you.
That's what I've always been about. Hi, my name is Jonathan Williams, and I'm the owner of Chestnut and also Sky's Limit Entrepreneurship Program. I started in the cleaning company when I was 16 years old. We began only offering snow removal. We have now expanded to residential cleaning and commercial cleaning. As we grew, I came to realize I never wanted to work for anyone else again. Wanting to share this passion with others, I began my nonprofit, Sky, teaching students ages 6 through 12 how they too can become business owners. I'm excited that Fun Times is recognizing my work, and I look forward to my entrepreneurship journey. Thank you for having me.
Greetings, my name is Lrtn Is. I'm currently a researcher and criminologist in the Department of Criminal Justice at Temple University, and I just want to let you know a little bit about my journey. Currently, I'm truly passionate and inspired about inspiring the community and cultivating greatness. I want to tell you a little bit about some things that make up my journey. First of all, I'm an Inside Out ambassador, which means that I teach classes at a prison at Temple University to individuals who are incarcerated. We come together to figure out how we can create workshops in a series of engagements and think about criminal justice reform. I currently also serve as a co-pastor to the New Life Christian Fellowship Baptist Church, located in Germantown Avenue, 5701 Magnolia Street, where we are touching lives in that community. And lastly, part of my journey, which I'm really proud of, is that I started Urban Youth Leadership Academy, which is also at Temple University, which is a mentoring program for 7th and 8th grade youth, and we're preparing the next generation of leaders. For my journey, I try to embody what William Hell once penned. He said, "I am only one, but I am one. I can't do everything, but I can do something. And I will not let what I cannot do interfere with what I can do." So my journey is about cultivating greatness, inspiring people to do great things in the community.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name is Kyle J. Morris, aka Kyle the Conductor. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thanks to the creator, thanks to the ancestors for paving the way. I am an entertainer, which means shout to KRS-One, which means I creatively educate and inspire people through art, entertainment, and fashion, while connecting them to opportunities to better themselves and their communities. It's all about the give back, whether you're buying a event, buying a ticket, sometimes even buying a drink or whatever. It doesn't matter. We're all here to give back and have a good time. So find out how you can support me while you're also helping yourself. All right, we'll get to it. Meet me at the table. It's going down. Let's get it.
My name is Kenneth Thurman, and I'm a multimedia entrepreneur. I own and operate a digital media agency titled Lrtn Is LLC, and we specialize in film, photo, and audio. I'm engaged and passionate. Growing up in Queens, New York, I started writing hip-hop music, and my uncle taught me how to be a music producer. And I realized who's going to shoot the video, so I started learning how to film as well. Then photography, then graphic design. Eventually, I attended Temple University to major in audio engineering, where I graduated from the Klein College of Media and Communication. This is when I realized that I could turn this into more than a hobby. It's an actual career and a business that can offer service to others. Through Temple University, I received an opportunity to intern for the legendary gambling hub at Philadelphia International Records. Some of the biggest festivals I worked on is Made in America, and also the July 4th conference that takes place on the Ben Franklin Parkway. Current role working with the city in marketing, communications, and I also film multi-channel content for the city.
What's up, everybody? This is Michael Ward, producer. And first things first, I just want to say thank you to Fontana for featuring me in this year's magazine, 30 Under 30, People to Watch for 2019. It means a lot, and I'm truly humbled and thankful and appreciative for this opportunity to show off who I am and what I do. I'm a music producer, primarily. I'm also a recording engineer for the recordings where I am right now. And also here I am an instructor, and we teach audio engineering, we teach music production, and we also teach music business. I'm also a producer at work at WURD Radio. So pretty much every day I eat, sleep, and breathe audio technology and music. It's a blessing to be able to do this, but it's even more of a blessing to be able to give back and to give back that knowledge that I've learned that got me to the point where I am today. So thank you again for featuring me. I look forward to meeting you all there. See you soon. Peace and blessings.
My name is Lee Cheese, and I like to roll up what excites me. I love the arts, I love culture, I love food, and I love business. I help businesses and creators with Facebook ads and Instagram growth strategies to increase awareness of their brand, increase lead generation, and sales. When I'm not doing that, I help with weight loss and nutrition because I have food, but I also have a health nut mindset, to be honest. And when I'm not doing that, I'm either modeling or I'm active. And if I'm not doing that, I'm raising these kids. Yes. So I have a long story. And for the sake of the video, I just want to say I know pain, I know loss, I even know abuse But I also know love and I know triumph. I know the power of faith. I know the power of compassion. I know that self-awareness and self-development is everything. And I will continue to serve my people. I will continue to be compassionate, give encouragement and love. So not only I can win, but for my people, because we all can win. This is a unified situation. And as long as we have that in our mindsets, we have compassion in our hearts, we literally all can win. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm so grateful and blessed for it. Thank you so much again. My name is Lee. Thank you.
Good evening, fantastic. A community that some may consider to be undesirable, I can claim to be one of those roses that grew from the concrete. I am a former undergraduate at Pennsylvania State University, where I graduated with my Bachelor of Arts in African American Studies with a minor in sociology. Currently, I am a student at Westchester University, pursuing a master's in social work. I have a fervency for community upbuild and youth development. This passion stems from my involvement at my local church, Christian Tabernacle Church of Philadelphia, where I serve as a youth pastor. On the jurisdiction level, which has an umbrella of 30 churches, I am the regional vice president of the youth department for coordinated jurisdiction under the leadership of Bishop Ernest C. Morris of Mount Airy Church of God in Christ. I want to thank the Fun Times Committee for this recognition, and I wish above all things that you prosper, even as thou so prosperous. Thank you.
So I wake up the next morning, I go to one of the stores in the kids running with no shoes on their feet. And for the first time, like, it hit me. They're smiling. They're smiling. Like, it doesn't matter that they don't have shoes on. Jordans on. And I never wore them after that day. Actually gave them away. Wow. On the trip? On the trip. While I was there, I felt the sense of, like, village. Everybody knew each other. Everybody took care of each other. Everybody took care of the other person's child. Everybody made sure everybody else was safe. And the most important thing is everybody made sure that everyone else ate. And that was the first time I got a glimpse of, like, all right, this is a village. Like, this is what a village is. Everybody taking care of their own. And in my head, I'm like, all right, I know when I come back, I'm gonna do something with music village.
Hello, I am one of Fun Times Magazine's 2019 People to Watch Under 30. I am so humbled to receive this honor, and I am so very excited for the opportunity to share my story with you. I have found that my passion in life is not solely something that belongs to me. It is also something that greatly impacts others. I am the founder and director of the Voice Concert Chorale, an intergenerational choral ensemble formed in 2014, dedicated to preserving the art and legacy of African American music. Some of the repertoire we present often consists of musical works composed. I also serve in leadership with the West Philadelphia Congress of Christian Education as music director for the Youth Commission. I produce annual musicals featuring more than 100 children and youth of the Congress. As an educator, I have worked as a project coordinator for Youthville Philadelphia Charter School, an alternative education opportunity for former out-of-school youth to receive diplomas as well as vocational training. I continue to serve alongside Charter School as a board member for the Young Friends of Youthville Philadelphia Charter School, fundraising for scholarships, as well as providing additional tools and resources for current students as well as alumni. Very best in post-secondary endeavors. And now serve as a teaching assistant at Independence Charter School West, where daily I work alongside bright and talented children and youth who are certainly going to help make this world a better place. I look toward my future with vigor and vitality, for as I am blessed, I will continue to be a blessing. Thank you.
If you're one of our young people to watch under the age of 30, I'm going to ask that you please stand up now. If you're one of our people to watch under the age of 30 featured in the video, stand up now. I'm going to ask everybody here to stand on your feet and let's acknowledge the powerful work that these young people are doing. Let's stand on your feet and acknowledge the powerful, transformative work that these young people are doing. It seems that our future is, after all, in good hands. So let's continue to honor this work. I'm going to call to the stage now Kyle J.R. Morris. 30-second time. Yeah, we changed the rules. Yeah, do that and then do the picture. I like that.
How y'all feel?
Good.
Cool, great. My name is Kyle J.R. Morris. He said 30 seconds like 30 times, so I want to make sure I get this out the way so we can get to the other 29. I'm an edutainer. I'm all about service. If you want to serve with me, if you're interested in how we get down, and shout out to Brother Oba Sankofa. We reach over 400 students every week between the two of us, and that's direct service. That's in our face, classroom, shaking hands, dabbing on them, whatever it is we do. So if you want to help with young people, if you want to give back to our community, if you want to talk about community pots, where if you're interested in doing something in your neighborhood, whether it's right here in this great city or anywhere else, all you do is fill out a Google form and we have funds for you. I'm 501c3. Down to Inspire. Let's travel. Let's make some great things happen. Peace.
I like when people make their own rules. I'm going to actually adopt that. I'm going to ask that you come up, say your piece, come down front, grab your award, your way over there. Actually, Andrea, you just standing there looking. I'm going to ask you to go over there and get the picture. I got this part right here. My bad. Sorry. We're going Let's go. Let's keep going with Jawan Bennett. Let's show some love for Jawan Bennett. How you doing, brother?
Good evening. It's a blessing and privilege. I just want to shout out my church really quickly, New Life Christian Baptist Church. I have some of the best members in the world. And they said they like to call your mayor the people's mayor. We like to call ourselves the people's pastors. And we're so great, privileged to be here, and it feels so communal here. And one of the mottos we live by the church, and the motto I live by myself, is that people don't really care how much you know until they know how much you care. So I accept this award for the men who are incarcerated in SCI Phoenix. I accept the awards for the kids who are in North Philadelphia communities who we're offering mentoring programs. I accept this award for the citizens in Germantown who we're trying to transform the lives of that community. Thank you.
All right, I think we got a system that's working now. Let's go. Sequoia D. Freeman.
Hello, everyone. So I'm going to think really quickly. I want to thank my mom. She's right there. Came all the way from Virginia. And my dad wasn't able to come. And also my pastors, Pastor Ed and Pastor Lisa from Victory Church Philadelphia. And my best friend, Shakira. And I don't see anybody else. But yeah, thank you, everyone. And I'm so happy to be here and represent the school district of Philadelphia as well. Thank you.
All right. Again, let's show some love, support, appreciation for Ernest Owens. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right. Appreciate it.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I would have liked some flowers. And have flowers too.
I know, that's what I said.
It's 2019.
And they smell
it's
good.
2019. So thank you so much, Fun Times, for this. I'm really grateful for getting this honor. This is the first ever under 30 award I've ever received. And I'm happy it's coming from a Black publication. I give it up to the Black press. I see down our partners in at Facebook headquarters right now, but I Dawn, thank you, Eric, thank you, Andrea, thank you, all of you all who've been really supporting my work over the years. I'm really happy. This year marks the 1-year anniversary of my company, Lrtn Is Empire LLC. I decided to take the reins of my work as a Black journalist and own my voice, and so this is full circle for me to be able to be in this room and get award from the Black press and also get it for something that celebrates the youth, because too often they don't talk about in the media positive images of Black men and women and young people at that. And so this is very promising to me, and this is very uplifting. And thank you so much, because I'm going to take my time and reclaim my time. Thank you.
Congratulations. And I agree with Ernest. These flowers up here, a couple extra, so if you see me walk with one, don't get mad. This is going to happen. Let's keep the love flowing forward. Adrian Timba. And if I said that wrong, let me know.
There you go. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Unfortunately, I couldn't get my video to show for you guys tonight, so please give me a little moment to tell everyone a little 35 to tell everyone a little bit about the work I do. But in short, back in 2016, I graduated from Temple University as a criminal justice student, and I decided to move back to my home in Liberia. And while I was there, I saw so much beauty in the people, the atmosphere, the environment, and everything. And so I decided to write about it. You know, a simple Google search about Liberia is going to show you cannibalism and war and Ebola and all in the world, but that's not the Liberia I know. That's not the Liberia I experience. That's not the Liberia we see every day. So. And so I decided to start a website called the Colloqua Dialogues. Colloqua is the English, a dialect of English. And the website is called the Colloqua Dialogues. It's the colloquiadialogues.com, and it's basically to showcase everything that I feel is positive about Liberia and everything that I love about my home, the pop culture, ethnic culture, social issues, a little bit of everything. So along with that, I also am a designer, fashion designer. I'm wearing something that I designed for a brand called Young Gal. And with all that work I do, Fun Times Magazine decided to honor me and include me among these amazing young people tonight, and I'm so honored. This is the first time I'm getting awarded for the work I do, so it's very inspiring and makes me want to keep going and makes me, it's true, and you know, it's true. So I thank you all for the work you do, and I hope that Colloqua Dialogues can do something like this one day to, you know, honor the Liberian people and showcase that we are more than what you see on Google. Thank you.
Thank you. Did you make the shoes too? All right. The shoes are matching the outfit. Look, let's keep the love flowing forward. Kenneth Earl. You see his hair? That's how my hair is supposed to work out like that.
Beautiful people! Listen, y'all been clapping for us, so like, make some noise for yourselves, man. Just being out here and supporting the young people. Thank you, thank you. Once again, my name is Kenneth Earl, and I am an events and special projects planner for the city of Philadelphia. I actually met Eric coordinating a flag raising for Nigeria. That's one of the largest things that I do in my office. When I'm not at the job working 9 to 5, I'm an operator of a digital media agency titled Great Inventors LLC. We specialize in film, photo, and audio content creation, so please make sure you network with me before I get out of here. Now, I'm very passionate about these 3 art forms because a lot of young people are interested in creativity and arts, but they don't realize it's not just a hobby. We have that are big business opportunities, and we have to take them seriously. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm very passionate about that for a reason. I'm also an MC and a writer. So it would be a disservice if I didn't just leave you with a short piece of something that I wrote. That picture you put me in, I ain't staying, and you see this game we playing, and it's really hard to play to win. Now what's on my plate again, I don't even know. But we play them cards and go hard, that's what we about. Peace!
All right. Congratulations, man. Good shooting, man. Welcome to the flag.
All right. Girl, let's keep it going and show some love for Amanosi Abugai. Abagui.
Okay, I was a little close, but I'm sorry. Oh, wait. You get flowers.
Thank you.
Good evening. First and foremost, I thank God for seeing me through. And I want to thank my support and my audience, my parents, my siblings, my dear friends. As mentioned in the video, I am really prominent about giving back to the sickle cell community. So I do so with my 5K walks every year. And then this year coming up, July 27th, you're all invited, a little soft promo. But yeah, you're all invited to my 5K walk. My fourth one will be coming up in July. Thank you all. Thank you.
And again, as a reminder, our program is being broadcast live by way of Facebook Live and other digital media by Lrtn Radio and TV Network for the Sharing Development Foundation. Can y'all make some noise and let people all over the globe know we're here? We're going to honor one more participant, then we're going to take a short 3, then call you all back, and evidently we're about to do something else. Oh, okay. You know what? Excuse me. Can you do? I'm like a social media curmudgeon. So like I'll stand up here and be talking about #, hashtag. You got to come do this. Thank you. There's some digital media instructions about to come. I'm just not the person to do them. So that's what I'll tell you like a newly crowned fun timeser. So take over.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Just briefly, I know a lot of you are on your phones as I'm looking around. So if you're posting on social media, we encourage you to, please use the hashtags Fun Times Magazine and Fun Times Under 30. Thank you, everyone.
Woo, see how nice that was. And let's show our love and appreciation and respect for the hard work of one more person to watch under 30 before we take a break. And that would be Mike Moore. And Mike brought a squad with him. Brought a squad with him up in here.
See.
Thanks, bro. Oh, I'll hold this for you.
Thank you. Wow. Can y'all please? I can't acknowledge myself without acknowledging you guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. Thank you to my special and wonderful family and friends back there in the back. My mom, my brother, Samori Coles, all of my homies, my girlfriend, Summer. A little bit about me, I'm a music producer, recording engineer, full time. I get to work and eat, sleep, and breathe music. But as of last year, I've taken on a new journey in my career, and that's teaching. Being able to teach audio engineering, music production to people who aren't, familiar or who want to just take it on as a career full time like myself. And we don't want to turn away anybody from that dream. It's a dream, it seems like it, but I feel like I'm living proof that it is possible to, chase after what you want to do and be able to do it. No questions asked, no ifs, ands, and buts. So I want to be a shining example of that. And all of you guys here, I'm more than happy and honored and humbled to share this honor, to share this day with, you wonderful 30 under 30 recipients. And, I think that's about it. That's all I have. So
That's good.
I just want to say thank you again. And any more information about what I do, holla at me. I'll be in the back somewhere. All right? Take care.
And just by way, I know we have to holler at me. I'm hollering at people right now. Just speak to them. And as a matter of fact, we're coming up on our break. We're going to take 5 minutes for you to holler at each other. We have dignitaries in the room. We have young people doing powerful things. We have Philadelphia's finest pretzels in the back. So please walk around, get to know each other, take some time to network. There's some very influential opportunities here. We will commence with the remainder of our ceremony. We have about 8 more honorees to go, so we ask everybody to stay around. We won't be with you all night. 8 more honorees to go. Take some time to get to know each other. Thank you. Hey, sir, how are you? Hold on a minute.
Say it. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
Hi, how you doing? One of the things that I deal with is the other side. Criminal case, right?
Flex, grabby music, level a level, pound fake.
D12 on the beat.
Hold up, calm down. Hold up, calm down. Hold up, calm down. Hold up, calm down. Younger than play. Woman than play. Happy than play. Double than play. Hold up, calm down. Hold up, calm down. Say, life a turn by turn. Hold on to your blessing, cause Lord will bless you one day. Don't rush, cause you will crush. Don't go too far from your Lord. Younger than playing juju. Woman than playing juju. Papi than playing juju. Yama than playing juju. Hold up, calm down. Hold up, calm down. Hold up, calm down. Hold up, calm down. Say blessing for yourself. Hold up, my brother, my sister. Cause the Lord have a plan for you. Don't rush your turn. Don't move too fast. Don't make the mistake that people make every day. Don't make the mistake that people make every day. Younger than playing. Woman than playing. Papi than playing. Younger than playing. Mercy, mercy. Oh Lord, have mercy, mercy, mercy. Every day we pray. Every day we pray. Just get on your knees and pray to the Lord. Anything He has for you, you will see for yourself. Don't let nobody take you another route. Oh Lord, have mercy. Flex.
I say I jump my way, and what you did by me, I jump my way. They will see it. I say they will, yeah. Say you forced to let me. You not let me say you forced to let me. You forced to let me. You not let me say you forced to let me. Jehovah bless you, no man can curse you. When Jehovah bless you, no man can curse you. When I can go away with you, and when I feel it with hurt.
And we're going to do this expeditiously. Come on. Oh, Kyle. Wait a minute. Did your son get awarded already? Was your son's name Kyle? That's... Yes, in the back. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please take your seats? We have 8 more names. Eric has tattooed skedaddle, and what you will realize is different from Eric in that I need us to get out of here. We're not going to be here all night long. So we're going to move expeditiously. You ready? All right, we get everybody to sit down, ladies and gentlemen. Mayor McCosey, come and take control of the room, please. We have 8 more names. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. And this is why I don't do commercial breaks. Hard to get people to come back to their seats. All right, are we ready? I would love for you to give these last 8 people, there's still too much noise in this room. There is still too much noise in this room. There is still too much noise. Thank you. The last 8 should have the same amount of respect as the first 22. And so we're going to make that happen. And so, I'm also doing the disclaimer because I am Jamaican by birth, and I put the wrong names on the rights of labels, and so sometimes I don't get it right, okay? Oh, this is easy. Tiffany Gillespie.
All right.
Promise me 30 seconds, honey.
I can't because, listen, I'm going to tell you why I said I'm going to get in trouble, but I'm going to give a disclaimer. My video was 3 videos and I sent it in, but that's okay. I just wanted to really quickly introduce myself. My name is Tiffany Gillespie, and I'm a small business consultant, of course, based here. Now I actually live in Upper a month ago. So I'm an Upper Darby resident now, but I specialize in helping Christian women leaders to turn their ideas to reality and to turn their struggling businesses into thriving 6-figure brands. We do this through the use of strategy, systems, and strategic events. So what that means is that I just help women make money doing what it is that God called them to do. I also have the privilege of serving in ministry in Philly. Professor at Drexel University, so I had, thank you, whole long resume and all of that going on, but thank you. So the thing that I want to leave you all with, to remind you to show up. When I had the honor of delivering a keynote address at LaSalle University for one of the anniversary celebrations that they had there, I talked about how in communities of color, no one's coming to save us, right? No one's coming, from whatever miraculous place that we think that they're coming from to save us. We have the responsibility of doing the work for ourselves, of healing our own communities, of showing up in our own communities of color. And I believe that there is power in showing spaces where brown and black faces are not oftentimes seen. And to the question that was asked about the African diaspora as a part of our nomination, I just believe that it's important to show up where we are oftentimes not seen. That's why the work that I do at Drexel is so important. Absolutely the youngest professor. I am the only African American professor. And then the third thing that somebody could do as a strike is that I'm also a woman. So I think that as young black women, and as young people of color, that again, it's important for us to show up. Don't be afraid to show up. Don't back down. Don't shrink. It's okay to show up in those spaces and to make your presence known. So thank you all for that award.
You rock.
Thank you.
She is a black girl that rocks.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, she got more than 30 seconds on purpose. The rest of you don't try it. I said I was supposed to be out of town tonight. I need to leave here most expeditiously. So next will be William Ramsey. Yes! William, listen.
I'm going to do what I was told.
Amen. Praise the Lord.
Amen. Praise the Lord. Good evening. To God be the glory for the great things that He has done, is doing, and is yet to do. I am so humbled and honored to receive this award by Fun Times Magazine. I want to thank Miss Sandy Lawrence. I'm not sure exactly where she is right now, but I do know it was her that helped in making this honor come to be. And I want to thank her life, and I thank her for her support and being a part of my village. I want to ask the village of mine to stand wherever you may be. Please stand, St. Michael's, Ramsey family, Toronto, wherever you are. Thank you. God bless you. I appreciate you. One of my favorite scriptures is Proverbs 16:3. Commit to the Lord whatever you do and succeed. And I'm so grateful unto Him for all that He has bestowed upon me, so that I'm a blessing not only to Him but to others. And the last thing that I'll say is to the 30 under 30. To be all that God has called you to be. My second favorite scripture, actually might not be my second favorite, but it is James 1:4. It says, let perseverance finish its work so that you may be not lacking anything. So whatever comes before you, you keep going, you keep being a blessing because you are blessed. Thank you.
Oh, bless you. There you go. Okay, this child has a calling on his life. He needs to be a pastor somewhere. Let me just tell you right here, while we're on Facebook Live or wherever else we are, there's a calling on him. Okay. All right, moving right along. Shantae Hall. Come on, honey. Thank you, Shantae. Here you go, my love. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
First of all, let me just say thank you to Fun Times Magazine for this. It's so amazing to be honored for this because I worked my behind off. And to be, recognized for it, I kind of want to stand up here and cry, but I'm not going to do it. I just want to say shout out to the others that made 30 under 30. We are amazing. We're going to do amazing things. We're going to continue to be dope. And yeah, connect with me after this, guys. I want to keep, on with your rules.
See. She's not one of my favorite people. Thank you. Congratulations. Yes. All right. The next person is Jonathan Williams. Well, all right now. Come on, Jonathan. There you go, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. I just wanted to say thank you to Fun Times for doing all my work. I've been self-employed since I was 16. I've only worked my job since I was 18. So I've been putting in a lot of work for this, and it really means a lot because there's been times where I felt like quitting, and I had to realize that things like this turn my mind frame around. And I do my Sky's the Limit Entrepreneur Program to teach that they can do the same thing. So, thank you.
If you teach in a school district anywhere and you've recorded any snippet of this, I would ask that you show the children, because too often our young people feel that they don't have what they need to succeed, and it is all inside of them. You hear me? 30 people under 30 doing amazing things. All right. Lydia. Sharice. Are you? And Lydia is coming with the Diaspora Lion King gear. Yes, honey. Girl, you are fierce.
Thank you. I want to give a special shout out to my bro Destin and my special friend Derek for showing up and supporting me. If anyone needs a model, an actress, a health coach, or a digital marketer who specializes in social media, my Instagram is I am Lydia Sharice. Again, I am Lydia Sharice, or contact me through www.IamLydiaSharice.com. Thank you so much for this honor, and God bless.
Yes! Yes! Honey, go on down there and take your pictures. Well, listen, she said I'm not leaving without my flowers. Here, hold on. She had me so in the Lion King. Here you go, honey. While you yet live. Go and take your pictures, honey. Gary A. Johnson III. Not the first, not the second. Is the first or the second in the room? Is the first or the second? Not today. Looking all dapper. Look at you. Well, congratulations, sir.
Thank you so much.
30 seconds.
Thank you. Okay, 30 seconds. All right, well, first off, thank you to my special lady who joined me tonight. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you to the Drexel Hill community, the Upper Darby Township community. I went to Garrett Ford for 5th grade. I went to Drexel Hill Middle School, and I've lived in Delaware for the past 11 years, but I've always viewed Drexel Hill and Upper Darby Township as my home. So even before coming here tonight, I had to go visit 3, say hello to my old friends, look at my old house. So thank you, and just what you were saying about, tapping into the potential of the young people that we have right here in our communities. Everything is possible. I've traveled all over the world. I have competitions for my business ideas and for my creativity. So anybody that's interested in entrepreneurship and technology and startups, I'd definitely love to talk to you afterwards. So thank you again.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Oh, wait. Tell him again. How old are you?
I'm 24 years old.
Say it again.
20.
He's 24. Praise the Lord.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Listen, he's doing it at 24. Sky's the limit. Last but certainly not least, drum roll please. Leonzo Vargas. Walking up here like a zoo cat. Did I say your name correctly?
Yes.
Praise the Lord, I said his name correctly. Look at this. Oh, boy, here you go. You're quite welcome.
Peace and love, everyone. Can everyone inhale? Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Someone told me that your external environment is a direct reflection of your internal environment. So I want to thank the ancestors, one, for giving me the strength to doing this so external work in order to provide, to be here on this platform, and thank y'all for being here tonight, right? I run an organization called Global Village, our urban wellness and entertainment company, and we focus on community and healing for all people, especially people of color. So when you this on Google, you can see people of color meditating and doing yoga and really doing self-healing as well, right? I asked the universe, what's my purpose now? And the answer that I got was guidance, I've been dealing with a lot this past few months, and my eyes have really opened into the society that we and things is that I came in contact with is that we all know is that this whole thing was set up for us to just survive. And in order for us to thrive, we got to get past surviving, right? So I learned that my position is to guide and leading others into thriving and getting past surviving. So I want to end with this quote. Thoughts turns to words, Words turn to visions, vision turns to connection, connection turns to community, and community turns to thriving. So it takes all of us to do that together. Peace.
Thank you. Thank you. Take your reward. Yep, go that way. Ernest Owens, come here, please. We have one more person, and we somehow missed that person's award, but we're going to honor them anyway. Kerry Green? Let me tell you about Kerry. I walked into the back of the room and I introduced myself. Who was the little young lady that was on the...
My niece.
His niece? Come here, darling. Now this is what walking in your destiny looks like. That's right. Like, come on, right on up here. Come to know the diva. And she told me her name, looked me dead in my eye. I have adults who still won't look me dead. She looked me dead in my eye and walked with such dignity and pride. I have to tell you, family, just from her alone. So congratulations. I am sure they will get their award to you. They couldn't let me end this night without messing up one time. But I'm glad that it was with you, the one who would understand more than anything else. So congratulations, and I'm going to give you a minute instead of 30 seconds. How about that? All right, honey.
And I'm gonna take my minute. I am a Black Pentecostal preacher. So when y'all know it. Praise the Lord, everybody. I was glad when they said unto me, let us go to Drexel Book Community Center on tonight. Amen. I want to thank my family, who you heard in the back, to all of these influences, to Fun Times Magazine for this recognition. I want to extend immense congratulations to all the 30 under 30 people who have been recognized tonight. Amen. They tell me that it's a frog that can't praise his own time. And I just want to thank you for recognition. I'm going to give you 15 of your seconds back. And I'll go back to my seat.
I'll take it. Wow, congratulations. Go on over there and take a picture with that. Ladies and gentlemen, this program started at 6 p.m., almost 6:30. We are done. It's 8. That's how we should do this thing. Every single time. There's no need for long-windedness. Saying over and over again how fantastic you are, take your reward, talk about what you do, and these young people are a great example of what is possible. We get to my age and we become windbags, you know. Well, I'm just saying. Are you ready, Eric? So that people can, Eric just wants to acknowledge a few people. Thank you for allowing me to be your host once again. I am getting off this stage and I am never coming back for it. Have a good night.
Thank you.
We have your flower here.
Oh, I get flowers too?
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's been a long evening, but I hope it was interesting. Please let's get a round of applause. I want to quickly mention that something is missing here. We have an entertainer here, and she's been waiting her time. But we're going to get to her in a minute. Let me acknowledge a couple of people. We have Dr. Ken Scott here. Could you come and say a little shout out over here? Do you want them? We have boxes here. Do you want them?
Yeah, everybody can take one, but
we have boxes.
I forgot I had tea in my hand. But I'll just say quickly, Wally, congratulations to everyone. It's actually my favorite part of all these awards things you have to go to sometimes is always about young people and what they're doing. So when I looked through the book, I'm really interested in, of course, doing. So congratulations to the 30 under 30, and even when they have the 40 under 40s, right? So yes, so congrats. I was just going to mention quickly that so inside the magazine this month, and they'll be distributed around Philadelphia, is the Philadelphia Black Business Directory. So we have been promoting, trying to put it together. So it's just a snapshot of business, about 400 businesses listed here. There's a couple thousand businesses across the city that will be added later on online, but you have to have a cutoff date so you can go to print. But copy, try to use it. I mean, it supports families and supports us in job creation. Okay, that was it. Fast. Thank you.
He is the president and CEO of Beach Companies. It's about $1.6 billion company, and they do a lot of things in the community. So I just wanted to point out what they just produced that to help Buy Black, campaign. I want to quickly point out a couple of people that are here. Maybe they can come and say a quick hello. Is very dignified and worthy of being here, academically, achievement, however you look at it. So if we are unable to call you by name, it's not because we are ignoring you, it's just that this is a room of distinguished people. I want to quickly request Fun Time staff that are here, because when you talk about Fun Times, because I run around too much, people think it's myself alone. But you can see, I only speak English in the night. During the day, I'm not really very good. We have real people here. Where is Dawn? Oh, Mariam, Diamond. People, could you come out over here? Rena, where is Doing? Andrew, where? And Sandy is out there. Please, where is Tito? If you are from Fun Times Magazine, could you come? Please. Tito, Joseph, Tito. So if you look behind me, these are very distinguished people. They make the magazine happen. I know we're talking about Fun Times and people are wondering, where is the Fun Times? We actually brought the magazine, and you're going to get some of the magazine now. We had problems with the cover, but everything inside is complete. All the messages, all the interviews for the 30, the section that focuses on Upper Darby is all complete in the magazine. It's just that the cover was not dry enough for them to. We have all your information and we're going to mail it. Upper Darby will have their own by tomorrow, and then every person that is special will get their copy. So when I'm talking about the magazine, it's not abstract, but these are the people that make the magazine happen. I want you to please give them a round of applause. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. So real quickly, I want to invite Representative Margot here, real quickly, so that she can just give us a little bit of shout out, please. I don't know every person in the audience. I happen to be working with her. So there are so many persons, it's not disrespect, but please, thank you very much. How are you?
Being the senior legislator in Upper Darby has its privileges. I just want to welcome you to Upper Darby. Much of a blessing this event has been. So I want to say thank you to Eric and Fun Time Magazines and all of the folks that make Fun Times Magazine happen. Give them a hand. This was an extraordinary event. All of the honorees were amazing, each and every one in their own right. I'm so blessed to have met you all and heard your stories. You are definitely an inspiration. All of you who have asked for your cards, I'm having a job fair, an entrepreneurship fair coming up in about a month. Please make sure you get your cards to me. If you're in business for yourself, I would love to feature you at my upcoming event. Thank you so much. Let's give Fun Times a hand for this amazing event and bringing it to Upper Darby.
Thank you. You see, she knows how to, she has a way with words, you know. And I'm happy that you people are very appreciative of the words by clapping. A couple of businesses here have really gone out of their way to help us. We have the successful Asians, he's over there, and his wife. We have the designer that made the clothes for the mayor. She is in the house. Belinda, please, can we see you? And whatever we are doing here, I want you to understand that the connection is from Portia Kamara. Is she in the house? Thank you. And of course, we have Reverend Ned Goodson. We cannot do this thing without the support of the mayor's wife, and she's been here patiently, enduring all of us. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I owe you. We had a flower for her. Somehow I misplaced it. I have to confess, listen, this is not my best. I have to confess, I had a flower for her. We wanted to do it when you were here with the mayor, take a picture, and somehow I got distracted. So I owe you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So many persons I want to acknowledge, but there is no time. Let me invite Nala to come and give us a little shout out over here. You ready?
I will literally be 15 seconds. I love fun times. I was nominated last year, and it's just a privilege to be here again. And I just want to close out with saying, one day when the glory comes, it'll be ours, it'll be ours. Oh, one day when the war is won, we will be sure, we will be sure. Oh, glory. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you very much. I want to recognize the sick that are in the house. Raj, are you there? Do we still have Tony in the house? Is he here? So when you talk about Upper Darby being a place of diversity, Raj, do you have 1 second? It's a very diverse place. So I'm very welcoming to every person. So we'll let him have a shout out here.
Thank you for the wonderful crowd. My speech is going to be a little different. With the mayor, he has been my family member. I have been his family member, I don't know since when. And this closeness only comes when you treat somebody very close and with respect. The Sikh community went through very horrible times since 9/11, and the Mayor Mukozi did so much work for us. Mayor retired, he asked me to sit with his family on the family table. So, in my aspect, Mayor Mukozi's for us is, we don't look at him a mayor. He's a more family member which can be for everybody. One good human being, we must help him to elect the mayor again so he can do a good service. Thank you so much.
So we produced the magazine. And I want to acknowledge Naz and Janice. I gave them so much trouble. So much trouble. When they see my face, they say, oh my God. They think about the mayor and then they don't throw me out of the office. So I want to thank you to them. Please, the magazines. So many persons to recognize. And I don't know. I appreciate. You will agree with me that the two hosts for this night, Andrea over there and Eric Grimes, they did a great job. At least that we agree. Thank you very much. Well, I need to step off here because I know some pastors here would like to have this mic, but we gotta go. So we'll have the few minutes that remain to network some more. It's been a big honor to stand here and say thank you very much to all of you. And I hope that you will join Fun Times in our subsequent events. The magazine is for you. It's only Oprah that I know that puts her face on the cover of her magazine. Fun Times, if I put this my face, ugly face on the cover, I know it won't go anywhere. It's you, all of you that will put in the magazine. So I urge you to try to develop some type of communication, some type of link, some type of, we want you to be inside the magazine. 100 pages. It's a lot of pages, it can accommodate all of us. So wherever you are, when you see Fun Times, you are part of it. I want you to have that sense of belonging and ownership. If we do anything that displeases you, please tell us. If we do anything that you love, please tell us so that we can take this thing, this movement further. Thank you very much. Forgive me, I didn't acknowledge Sabir from Vincent Hughes, Senator Vincent Hughes' office, please. I apologize. And he's running for, you're running for City Commissioner, Philadelphia. I apologize. Thank you.
I say I jump my way. Now what you did for me, I jump my way. They will see it. I said they will, yeah. So you forced to let me. You not let me say you forced to let me. You forced to let me. You not let me say you forced to let me. Jehovah bless you, no man can curse you. When Jehovah bless you, no man can curse you. When I can go here with eat you. And when I feed in here with hurt. Oh, yeah. When I need to hear with you. All I do was win. All I do was win. Born to win. I say I was born to win. Born to win. I say you was born to win, yeah. All I do was win. All I do was win. I say I jump over. The whole you did for me, I jump over. I say I jump over. The whole you did for me, I jump over. I say I jump over. I say your time, now your time, nobody can stop it. I say your time, now your time, nobody can stop it. They can do all they do, and they can talk all they talk. They can do what they do. Hey, turn the fire, the person. Holy Ghost fire, the person. Turn the fire, the
I'm sorry for that. We have a little disconnect there. But this is the Lrtn Radio and Television Network. We are live in Drexel Hill, Upper Darby. We are here covering the program for Fun Time Magazine. They invited us to come over here and cover the program. So for those of you that have been watching, it's a wonderful program. I think you saw the wonderful young folks out here showcasing some of the wonderful work they're doing in the community. You know, this completely breaks my heart when I see 24 years old, 20 years old, 30 years old coming up and telling you about great things they're doing in the community. This is so incredible, I don't know how to express my happiness being over here tonight, but sometimes when you come to these events, it make you to know that you got to work hard, you got to do more. Now, this is what the Liberian Radio and Television is all about. We don't want to just be talking politics on Facebook, talking about Liberia. We live in this country. There are a lot of powerful things going on in this country. We're working, and we're going to show you all the wonderful things to our folks back there in Liberia. We want to show you things that are happening in the US of A. These are some of the programs we want to be bringing. So you guys back there can feel and know that if something is not right, you will feel it. If you see the program and you see these kids coming up and telling you some of the wonderful things they are doing here, I keep telling people, nobody in Liberia is, dull or have a problem. The kids are smart. The only thing that's missing is the opportunity. So in our weekly, we're going to be bringing you full coverage in Pennsylvania and giving you some light on things that happen in the community. I want to say thanks to my main man behind the camera. I don't have G-Money Kanemo with me today, but I have Amakume. There's one of the new members who joined the Liberian Radio and Television Network, and we're live in Upper Darby. I want to see if I can bring some of the honoree for you to talk to them. And I'm going to bring them on so you can talk to them. All right? So just sit tight while I get them on here for you to talk to them.
Flex. LRB music. Level a level. Pound fake.
D12 on the beat.
Hold up. Calm down. Hold up. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Hold up. Calm down. Hold up. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Look at that play. Woman that play.
Yeah, ahead of us, we had a fun-time program here at Dexbrook in PA, Pennsylvania. We have with us, your name again?
Jonathan Williams.
Jonathan, just tell us what you do in details as an entrepreneur, being self-employed.
It's a dream come true. I knew from very early on that I didn't want to have to work for somebody else, and being able to really achieve that, it's a blessing, especially when somebody else recognizes what you do. Sometimes when you come in and you've been working 10 days straight, it doesn't seem like anything. You might be a little frustrated, but when I get awards like this, I'm excited.
So they talk about diaspora. Are your parents from here or somewhere else in the Caribbean or Africa?
My mother's from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, SVJ, and I love being a part of this support. It makes me feel included. I feel like I have some type of sense of pride, even if, you might see on the news a lot of African American on African American crime. That's not necessarily true. There's a lot of African American brotherhood as well.
So you're also mentoring young people?
Yes. I teach students down at Cecil B. Moore Rec Center how they too can be business owners. And I try and teach them through like sports and fun activities that they'll understand so they know they have the skills too.
Thank you, Jonathan. Good luck. God bless.
Appreciate it.
I had that's my brother. What's your name?
Mike Moore.
Mike, can you show what you do? What are you ready to do?
My name is Mike Moore, the producer. I'm a music producer and recording engineer full-time. Also a music and audio instructor where we teach audio engineering, music production, music business, the whole nine. So anybody who's looking to get into this music game, full-time, you come to me at Little Drummer Boy Recordings, and that's what we teach.
All right, talk about the diaspora. Are you part of any diaspora group? Like you from Africa, the Caribbean, or you were born and raised here?
I was born and raised in West Philly, man. I've lived in other places. Like I've been to Baltimore, I've been to Atlanta, I've been to New York, pretty much everywhere. But there's no place like Philly, man. This is where it's at.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
God bless.
God bless, man. Thank you so much. This is amazing, man. This is amazing.
Well, thank you, Amma. Mayor, as usual, you're part of this crew, so
absolutely.
I wouldn't want to say, welcome to the microphone, but I just have to say that. One of the things that we want to thank you, Mayor, first of all, in Liberia we say you're the people's mayor. So I want to welcome you to the microphone, and most of these engagements, you're always at these engagements.
Yes.
I don't know where you get the strength from, but I pray to God for you every day.
Thank you.
So tell us, you came here tonight, you did your thing as usual. Tell us tonight how you feel.
I feel great. I feel wonderful. Listen, I've always respected the Liberian community.
Right.
I think you know my story. My grandfather came here when he was 2 years old.
Right.
Came to this great country.
Right.
So I recognize it's not an easy to just walk in and just pick up. But I see the love and the community spirit you have and the hard work that you do. And the first time I ever met Portia, we became instant friends. We're family.
Right.
But to go through this journey and get this kind of award, I know what it means because I do study it and I've heard it.
Right.
And I've seen it. And I remember going to an event one evening where another gentleman received it. And I said, wow, and now I'm the chief.
Right.
And it means a lot. And from the bottom of my heart, I thank the people of Liberia that have done that to me. It's the most proudest moment I've had.
So, I know the guy you and everything as a chief, Liberian chief, tonight African chief.
Right.
So, how, this is an honor. This is one of the top honors in Africa.
Absolutely. I've studied that.
Okay.
I can tell you that I know what it means in a village or a township, wherever you're from, that person's recognized to lead the community,
That's
to be a leader.
Honor.
And to get there, I know what it also takes.
Right.
I think I heard you mention I was a fire chief.
Right.
So I knew when I put that white hat on,
right.
There's only one other time I felt like that. Now I feel this way here because it recognizes you that you are bring everybody together, and that if I walk, people follow, and I'm a leader. So to be recognized, to recognize that here is the biggest honor I've had as mayor.
Right.
I've had a lot of honors. I know from the peoples, it came from the heart.
Right.
And it means so much.
We the festival, we're looking up to the festival this year.
Raymond.
We're looking up to the festival this year. What should we expect?
It's going to get bigger and larger. We just found a new singer here tonight. We invited her here to sing for us.
Right.
And we're reaching out to even more and more restaurants, and we're reaching out to more and more people. We're going to do a little more advertising on some billboards from outside the area rather than just inside the area. And we'll just continue to build on that and build on that relationship. That's such a great day. It's such an honor to be the mayor of that. The best picture I have in my office is coming down that hill with those children with all the flags.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
As usual.
I'll keep in touch.
Yes.
All right.
There you have it from the mayor, Mayor Thomas Makosi, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to try to talk to more people. Miss Portia. How you guys doing?
Hi, good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
You feeling good tonight?
I am. I'm feeling great. I can't complain at all.
Welcome to our microphone. This is the Liberian Radio and Television Network here in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And your name is?
Tiffany Gillespie.
Okay, Ms. Gillespie, we want to say thank you for being here and how you feel about the program here tonight.
The program was really wonderful. It's an honor to be honored and to be recognized by another organization in the Philadelphia area for the hard work that we do. A lot of times when you are a business owner, you do a lot of work behind the scenes that people don't notice and that they don't recognize and that they never see. So it's really wonderful.
So what kind of business you do?
So I'm a business consultant, a small business consultant.
Small business consultant.
Yeah, so I teach people how to make more money. That's what I do, yep.
Okay, and what was, I mean, the honor that you got here tonight, I just want you to talk about it and the reason why they said they honor you. Okay. So that at least our people in television land can hear or understand exactly why you got the great honor.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I believe that I was selected just because of the work that I do for African American communities, for communities of color, and for communities where people recognized, where our work is not celebrated, where we're not supported. So that's why these types of honors are really important and why I believe that the work that I do was recognized, because that's what I do. I serve our community and our people and help them to grow.
Ms. Gillespie, I want to thank you for
absolutely, thank you.
The good job you're doing in the community. Continue to do it, and we're going to invite you to maybe participate in some of our interview and stuff.
Absolutely,
we're here to stay.
Okay, good.
And we hope you come on our network one day so we can do a better, more interview with you.
Absolutely.
And expose what you're doing in the community.
Absolutely, I'll give you my card, and you all can definitely contact me, reach out to me, and I'll come and do an interview. No problem.
Thank you so much, man.
No problem. Thank you.
There you have it from Ms. Gillespie, ladies and gentlemen, and we have.
I say I jump my way, and what you did by me, I jump my way. They will see it. I said they will, yeah. So you forced to let me, you know, let me say you forced to let me. You forced to let me, you know, let me say you forced to let me. Jehovah bless you, no man can curse you. When Jehovah bless you, no man can curse you. When I can go away with you, and when I feel it, it will hurt. When I need it, it will ju. All I do was win. All I do was win. Born to win. I say I was born to win. Born to win.
Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Lrtn Radio and Television Network here in Pennsylvania. Momentarily, we're bringing on Ms. Adrian from all the way the Republic of Liberia, our own. And Adrian, like I said, if you're just joining us, this is Adrian. Ladies and gentlemen, Adrian is one of those people who was honored here tonight. And Adrian is standing right before me here. And if you're just joining us, you're listening to the Lrtn Radio and Television Network here in Philadelphia. And so, Adrian, welcome to our microphone.
Thank you to the Lrtn Radio and Television Network for interviewing us and for being at this very incredible event tonight. I got the honor of being honored as one of the under 30 people to watch for my work that I do. And just to tell you all a little bit about my work, I'm the founder of thecolloquialdialogues.com, which is a website that focuses on Liberia because when I moved to Liberia back in 2016, I graduated university in the U.S. And I moved to Liberia back in 2016. And I saw so much potential and opportunities and beauty that it's not available to the world. People don't see that. A simple Google image search of Liberia is going to talk about the war, it's going to talk about Ebola, it's going to talk about corruption, poverty, and so many negative things. And so when I saw that happening, I felt as though Liberia is more than that. I know and experience way more than that. So I started the Colloquial Dialogues because I believe it's important that Africans start and begin to tell our own stories because if we don't tell our stories, we don't control the narrative.
Right.
And so Colloquial Dialogues, the colloquialdialogues.com basically talks about Liberian culture and history because a lot of Liberians don't know our culture and history.
Right.
So we focus a lot on that. We focus on social issues. We focus on pop culture, so entertainment. We focus on beauty, food, just a little bit of everything that you can think of that encapsulates Liberian culture, fashion, everything. So it's the colloquialdialogues.com. That's THEKOLOQUA dialogues.com. And on social media, we're at Colloquial Dialogues. That's all across all social medias. I don't know. It's a lot of information, but yeah.
The thing is this. I'm a historical junkie.
Okay.
I like history.
Of course.
So most of the time on my show, I got a show on this network called The Cannibal Show.
Okay.
So sometimes I will invite you to come on the show sometime so we can talk about Liberian history.
Yeah, I would love
as it
that.
relates to the formation of our own country. But tell our audience, as you look out, they're watching you throughout the world tonight.
Yes.
Tell our people what Liberian doing more, especially as they come to somebody like you doing the kind of thing that you do here, colloquial dialogue and this and that and the rest of it, how rich our history are or is to the well-being of our people.
I believe that it's very important that Liberians begin to study and understand our history because a lot of mistakes keep repeating itself and a lot of decisions that have been taken in the past are still being taken even though we know that it wasn't the right decision. We haven't learned from so many mistakes that our nation has made. And beyond the mistakes, we have a very, very rich culture. We share such an interesting history that no other nation has. We are the nation that brought African people back to the continent. You understand? And that's so major. As I'm saying, it's bringing chills to my skin because it's so major that we understand that how rich our history is. And even before the Africans came back to the continent, there were people living there. There were people living there, and those people have a history, they have a culture, they have languages, they have food, they have so much to be proud of. And it's so important to me that young Liberians, young and old, start to appreciate that. There's a lot of pain and a lot of poverty and so much pain that we have gone through as a nation, but beyond all of that, we have so much to be proud of and have so much rich, incredible history that no other nation in this world has. So I really want Liberians to start taking the initiative to understand more about our history so that we can know how to decide and prepare and grow the country for the future. If we don't learn that, we're going to keep in the same pattern, and enough is enough.
Right. Now, you're going to take this thing back to Liberia? Is that where
it is in Liberia?
It is in Liberia.
Yes,
now,
it is in Liberia. A lot of the stories, the audience is largely Liberian audience. I'm even trying to get people in the diaspora to be more involved in it, but for now, it's mostly focused in Liberia. We've recently acquired an office space in Central Monrovia, so this is something that, Colloquial Dialogues is something that we're really trying to get Liberian stories to the world because, there's so much that we have to offer, and it's important that the world knows that.
Thank you very much, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, and thank you all for having me.
I hope that you can come on this network
yes.
so that we all can network together.
Yes, please just email me whenever at the colloquialdialogues@gmail.com.
You give your card to...
I'll give my contact, yes.
Yes, please give your contact
yes.
so that we can stay in touch with you.
Of course.
Sometimes you come on the Cannibal
flex. La be music. Level a level. Pound big.
D12 on the beat.
Hold up, calm down. Hold up, calm down. Hold up, calm down. Hold up, calm down. Look at them playing. Woman them playing. Happy them playing. Double them playing. Hold up, calm down. Hold up, calm down. Say, life a turn by turn. Hold on to your blessing, cause Lord will bless you one day. Don't rush, cause you will crush. Don't go too far from your Lord. Younger than playing juju. Woman than playing juju. Papi than playing juju. Younger than playing juju. Hold up, calm down. Hold up, calm down. Hold up, calm down. Hold up, calm down. Say blessing for yourself. Hold up, my brother, my sister. Cause the Lord have a plan for you. Don't rush your turn. Don't move too fast. Don't make the mistake that people make every day. Don't make the mistake that people make every day. Younger than playing. Woman than playing. Happy than playing. Younger than playing.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Liberian Radio and Television Network here in Philadelphia. And of course, we have Shante here, who are one of the honorees tonight. Shante, we want to welcome you to our microphone.
Say it again.
I speak fast.
Yes.
You know, with the Liberian accent, you know, we do the
up.
thing fast. You got to keep up. I said, welcome to our microphone.
Thank you for having me at the microphone.
Shante, you know, I'm laughing because I'm very joyful that you are one of the honorees here tonight.
Thank you.
And tell our people, tell our viewers, why you were honored tonight.
I was honored here tonight for my business and in the community. My business is called 2 Times the Service. We offer an array of services from PR, communications, everything. Like, we're your one-stop shop, but we work twice as hard as the regular person, and we just do a lot of good things out here.
You see, if I was to see you on the street, I wouldn't know that you were a businesswoman. I would just know that, you know, I got daughters myself.
Yeah, I'm a young girl.
Yeah, you're a young lady, African American and
Yes.
everything. But you are doing wonderful things. So what led you to this?
What led me to it is because of the environment I grew up in. I wanted to basically make it known to not only myself, but my siblings growing up, that you don't have to be a product of your environment, but you can definitely come back and water it and see the things that bloom there.
Right.
So I decided to be a flower instead, and what led me to do this is to show other people that they can do the same things.
Right. And I know you're feeling good tonight.
Feeling great.
We expect in a few years coming up for you to blow up, or what is it going to be like? Right.
But in a few years, you guys can expect an amazing array of things from us. I'm trying to do so much from events, from strategies, from putting on more people to our team, from putting more people into positions to work, because there are actually a lot of young people who don't know their purpose and don't know the things that they can do.
Right.
As one of the other honorees said, we have to show them that the things that they're doing can not only just be hobbies, but can be a way for them to make money.
Right.
So in the next couple years, look out for us.
Right.
I'm coming.
Well, Shante, we want to thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And we want you to not stop here. Come to our studio sometime.
Okay.
So we all can network together.
Oh, I would love that.
Come and let's do some interview with you.
Okay.
You know, so that the world can see you.
Oh, I would love that.
You know, so
make sure I get your card.
I want to thank you for coming on to the Lrtn.
Thank you
and
so
hope
much.
that we all can network and build this thing up.
Yes, thank you so much, Huck.
I want to thank you.
Appreciate it. He almost pissed me, guys.
I know, right?
He tried to piss me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it from Shante. Shante have been doing wonderful things. One of the things that I want to say here tonight is some of the people that you saw on this network here tonight, if you saw them on the street, you would think that, they're just joking. But these people have been doing some wonderful things in the community. And as usual, ladies and gentlemen, my main man, Joe Anderson. Joe Anderson, the man who usually bring you all these things that we do. That's the man behind the scene. You see Lrtn come on every day. You don't know who behind the thing. The man who behind the camera, the man who made the vision possible. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to send it over to Joe Anderson to see as to whether we still have more people to talk to. Until then, I will now send it back to Joe Anderson for a little commercial, at which time Joe will rejoin us to see as to whether we still continue this broadcast.
I said that way, yeah. So you supposed to let me, let me say you let me.